What's good, guys? Mookie here, back with another Mookie's Meals. Man, I'm excited to do this. I've been slacking on doing my Mookie's Meals, but I have been back on my grind, doing my weigh-ins again on my Instagram. I'm going to go ahead and throw that in right now, so you guys can check that out. Week one of the weigh-in videos. I'm going to be dropping these every Tuesday just to hold myself accountable, and anybody else who wants to start their journey and do this along with me, hop on. So I'm going to be doing these until I hit 230. My goal is by my birthday on November 3rd. I'm going to be at that mark. So let's see where I'm at right now. Alright, so as you guys saw, I was 289 in my weigh-in, which I did gain weight. I already did an update on my YouTube about this, but now I've been on my grind. I'm doing weekly weigh-ins, so I'm going to post those weekly weigh-ins on my YouTube as well, so you guys can follow along. Anybody else who's starting their journey, do this with me, man. I'm telling you, it's so important to just stay consistent and keep doing it. Even though I fell off on my nutrition, I was still working out and I was still getting after it with that. And then but at the end of the day, the most important part is the kitchen. If you're messing up with your diet, you'll never reach your real goals. There's only so much you can it's a saying. It's you can never outtrain a bad diet, And maybe at a certain point, you're able to do it, but then I'm telling you, it catches up with you. And also, you just feel like shit when you're not eating well. And every time I'm not eating well and I'm training, I feel like I have so much more inflammation in my body. I'm drag-assing through my workouts. I can feel like there's a huge difference. But when I'm eating good, I'm getting after it. I have so much more energy in my workouts, and it just feels so much better. And also, on top of that, I just want to touch base on my, I kind of switched up my diet. So when I was 450 pounds, I used to eat just an absurd amount of food throughout the day, right? So from the moment I woke up, I got Chick-fil-A breakfast, and throughout the entire day I was eating. So my calories were so high. And that's why I was doing intermittent fasting when I initially started, and that actually got me to this point from 470. I was, the fact that I had that restricted window to eat, it wasn't allowing me to eat so many calories, as well as watching what I was eating on top of that. So then, so that helped me because it was putting me in a big calorie deficit compared to where I was at before. But now I feel like I've reached a point, and I've been trying different diets, trying different things, but at the end of the day, you want to find something that's going to work for you, that's sustainable, that you can not just do for 6-month period, get the weight off, and then you go back to your old habits. You want to find ways of eating that you can legitimately do for the rest of your life. Maybe for a certain period of time, you're going to be more disciplined, like I am going to be right now. And then you could start including things. You always want to have one cheat meal per week. You got to keep your sanity through this process, because, like I said, if you don't make this a lifestyle habit, and you don't really love the process, you're not going to succeed, and you're going to fall off eventually. So I would say half the battle is losing the weight, and the other half of the battle is keeping it off and maintaining it. So, and obviously getting better as well. But anyway, I got a new kitchen gadget, which is my air fryer. It's made a huge difference for me, and I'm going to show you guys that. I got it at Bed Bath & Beyond. I don't know if I've already said this, but it's got it for $50. Super good deal. You cannot beat that. I'm telling you, I've looked everywhere. That was the best deal that I found, and I copped it right away. If you have someone in your house that's also on a weight loss journey, split it with them. It's $26. I'm telling you, that's one night of out eating. Not even. That's not including drinks or anything else. So get it. It's going to make a huge difference. I personally like it so much, and why it's such a game changer is you just set it. It takes 10, 11 minutes. It's super easy to clean. I marinate all my chicken beforehand, so I'm going to show you guys that right now. And the chicken then, it lasts about 3-4 days in the fridge, even though I usually will finish it way before that, because if I'm eating it for almost every meal, it goes pretty quick, And I don't like doing too big of a marinade just because I like to keep everything fresh. So right here, I got my 3 chicken breast pieces, what I'm going to start off by doing is I'm going to chop them. I'm going to do my best to get it all at equal size. So how I like to do it is I come over here, and as you can see, like the chicken breast, they always have the tenderloin on it. So I'll take that tenderloin off, and for now I'm going to throw it back in there. So same here with this one. I'm going to take that tenderloin off. Another way you can do this is you can just right off the bat fillet them, but I like personally doing it this way. It makes it a little bit easier to fillet as well. So now all my tenderloins are off, and honestly, yeah, if you want to clean up your chicken a little bit, remove the fat and whatever, you can. I'm not too picky about it. I take like the big pieces off, but for the most part, I will just keep some on there, and when it cooks, it gets like disintegrated anyway. So I'll fillet the chicken into 2 pieces like this, and then I cut it into maybe like 1/2 inch cubes or so. I personally like my chicken a little bit smaller. When it comes out of the air fryer, it's a little bit crispier. So I don't like doing too big of pieces. And like I said, you want to get it as same size as possible. So don't worry, guys, I washed my hands. But here's the chicken piece. I'm going to try to get them all about that size. I have like the other pieces right here from that. And for me, I personally I prefer the smaller pieces, to be honest, because when it comes out of the air fryer, it's like super crispy and delicious. It has that like crazy, it gets like a crazy crust to it. And same with the tenderloins. I'm just going to do the same thing. Cut it into about 1/2 inch cubes. Again, guys, this process is super simple, and you can do this for about 3 to 4 days worth of food, and then just have it on hand. That's like the best part about it, is like you're just gonna have this. You're not gonna have to worry. Whenever you come home, you throw it into the marinated chicken into your air fryer. It takes literally, I do 10 minutes, and then I'll flip it to get the color on the other side as well. And then on the other side, I do about like 2 minutes, like if that. Again, it really depends on the size of the chicken breast. So boom, again, here's another piece that I had. I'll cut off this end because this is like perfect 1/2 inch size. I'm going to fillet it just so it's not too thick. Cut it half. Boom, get my pieces. Get this little vein out of here. But yeah, man, like I was saying in the intro earlier, the most important thing about your diet is like you want to stay disciplined, and it's like so easy with like there's so many temptations out there that's like, fuck, man, like you want to just go get McDonald's, like you want to just like, it's so easy to get that type of food, and we all have busy schedules, and it's so much like more convenient, especially like I was saying, like when it comes to mess and everything. But when I get into this mode where I'm like cooking my meals, I'm not eating out, I save so much money, I save so much, like I feel so much better. Like every time I'm like eating that crappy food outside, I always feel it. So this is like, I'm telling you, it's a lot of effort, but it's worth it at the end of the day, because man, your health is your wealth, you know. If you, whatever, like when I was like 450, I had honestly like I couldn't like make money. I couldn't do things that are like the most basic things in life because my health was like deteriorating. I was literally like on the brink of like, you know, losing my eyesight. Like I was still working, and it was the biggest like struggle you could ever imagine. Like I wasn't sleeping at night, only getting like a couple hours of sleep. It was like really affecting my health, and like I don't know like where I would be right now if I like didn't make the decision to like change my life and get healthy, because I knew like the path I was going down. Like I've said this in my other videos, like I would watch those shows like My 600 Pound Life, and man, that stuff would just trip me out because it was such a like gonna be like such a reality for me. But anyway, super long intro. I'm gonna pause the camera, finish cutting this last piece, wash the chicken. I'm gonna show you guys the marinade, and let's get this going. All right, guys. So I'm back. I got an extra bowl, big bowl to leave my marinade in. This is where I'm gonna make my chicken. I put a cover on top of this, and I'll just leave it in my fridge, so it'll last me a good while. And like I said, it just depends on how much chicken I make, but I'm pretty much eating this for every meal. Other than this, I'll have ground beef. That's one of my favorite, but I have to get the super lean one. And chicken and ground beef are kind of like my main two things that I eat. I will do like turkey sandwiches occasionally, but for the most part, I like to just keep it to this when I'm really strict and on top of it. So this is the marinade that I use. You guys can adjust it to your taste. This is super simple. The main thing that you'll need to get is you can get this at like a lot of those Indian stores. Or like wherever, look it up online, whatever, if you don't have one local. But it's like the Tandoori masala mix, right? So it's like a pre-mix. There's 30 calories per serving. So right here, I got about 1.5 servings. So this is about 45 calories. It's not bad at all because typically like almost anything you're going to marinate with your chicken with, it's going to add some calories. So if the biggest thing I always say is like do stuff that you enjoy, that you're going to be able to eat, because if you can't enjoy it and you can't eat it, you won't sustain it, and you'll eventually like go back and go to your old habits. Especially if you're someone who's like even like bigger, like even where I'm at my size, around 289. The most important thing is like making these like this type of difference. Like you add a little seasoning, or you add a little barbecue sauce, like the sugar-free one. Those are literally so much better than whatever we were eating before. But okay, anyway, with the marinade, I got 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. So we're going to throw that in there. I got I go only 1 tablespoon of the olive oil. Put that in there. Three tablespoons of vinegar. Put that in there. Put the rest of that. Boom. Then there's no salt needed, no pepper, no other seasoning. You just hit it with this tikka masala seasoning. And this is actually just chicken tikka. Chicken tikka masala is much worse. It's way worse for you. They put a lot of like heavy cream in it, a lot of butter. So that I do not recommend, but this is just straight chicken tikka that we're going to be air frying. So I throw about a few handfuls of cilantro right here. This is my favorite part. Finely cut serrano pepper. So if you guys can see that in my hand, yeah, it's a game changer. But again, this is spicy. We're going Flavor Town here. This ain't no like bland, like you ain't gonna get flavor. Like this is some good food right here. Like I don't even care like if I wasn't on a diet, like this is something I would definitely eat. So you mix that marinade up, get everything blended together. Another thing that I don't have but definitely add is some lemon juice. You want to put the lemon juice in here. It's going to help make it way less spicy, because this is going to definitely be spicy. But yeah, now I got my marinade. It looks like this. We simply take the chicken, we start mixing it. Get all that chicken coated. Grab some more. And I'm telling you, the marinade, it's going to look like it's a little bit, but when you start adding your chicken and you mixing it together, it's gonna coat the heck out of your chicken. And again, this is super flavorful and spicy. Obviously, like when people make like regular chicken tikka masala, they'll use, like I was saying, they use like heavy cream, all that stuff. Don't be shy to get into it. Just make sure your hands are clean and You freaking... I like cilantro personally, so I'm going to get some more of that on top. Oh my god. Bussin'. Alright, let me come over here. Let me come over here and give you guys a close-up of that marinated chicken. So, you can leave this in your fridge, like I said. Pull it out whenever you want to cook your chicken. Make it fresh in the air fryer. I'm going to show you guys the air fryer prices. Usually I'll let it marinate for at least like 30 to 40 minutes. But I ain't got time for that. I'm about to just smack it right now in the air fryer. This is my air fryer. I'm telling you, this is the game changer. Bang, bang. The Crooks. I got this for 50 bucks. You cannot beat that. It's at Bed Bath & Beyond. Tell them, let me use code Mookie10 and get another 10% off. I'm completely kidding. But I'd be cool if Bed Bath & Beyond wanted to sponsor me. But for real, what you guys can do that I did do too, I actually got it for 40 bucks because Bed Bath & Beyond always has like 20% off coupon. So definitely use that if you guys can. But let me see. I got some tongs right here. Alright, so now this part is super simple and quick. I won't talk a bunch. I'm going to spray this with my handy dandy avocado oil spray. Try using avocado oil and olive oil and coconut oil when you cook. Avoid like the canola oil, soybean oil. Those are much worse for you. I hit menu. I set my time to 375. I go 10 minutes because I will then, at the end of 10 minutes, I'm going to flip the chicken. And once all of this is, so I go 10 minutes, flip the chicken. I hit it with another 2 to 3 minute blast depending on the size of the chicken. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm going to cover the rest of this seasoned marinated chicken. I'm going to get all of the chicken into the marinade. And then whenever I need this again, this is good for the next like 3-4 days. I'm going to already have it ready. All I just got to do is air fry it. Like I said, that's a super quick part. Now I got my timer set. I got my temperature set. And I just hit power. Alright guys, so I'm just trying to get the best camera angle. But I got my scale here. So I'm going to turn this on. We're going to go in ounces. So I put the plate off, I taper it off. Now I could just add my chicken. Perfect. This is 4.4 ounces. I'll typically eat about 4 to 6 ounces, typically about 6 with each meal. But this is a smaller meal for me, and I've been eating a smaller meal, so got that right there with my half cup of rice. I'll just be eating this by itself. I don't really need any sauce or anything else on it. Take a bite. I already know this smacks because I make it all the time. Wow. I don't know if I'll ever get sick of this. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get you a look at that product right there. Call me a chef. But, about to eat this meal. I actually should have air fried a little bit more. Just didn't have enough space to take a second meal. But I'm going to do that right now. And yeah, I'm going to head to the gym. I usually have my carbs before my second workout. And at night, I'll only do my vegetables. But I appreciate all the support, guys. I can't wait to hit 230. And we'll have a celebration, man. We'll throw a party at Rare Breed. Oops. We'll throw a party at Rare Breed. It'll be super dope. But I'm going to smack this meal like I said. If you please help me out, like, comment, subscribe. Likes are huge. It helps me a lot. Helps the YouTube algorithm. So do that for me. And I'll see you guys next time.